All right, today I'm talking about an anti-slavery proposal, what we can do to really help fight the fight. Um, all around the world, slavery has been made illegal. Country by country, this movement has made it across the world, and finally, by the end of the 20th century, the country of Mauritania actually was the final piece to the whole puzzle. Um, though slavery has been made illegal, it's still pretty rampant in the world. We haven't been able to completely eliminate it. Um, we've determined it's inhumane. We've passed bills, passed laws, and even had a lot of wars over it. We as America have had our own to stop slavery. It still hasn't been enough though. We need more to stop it completely. Like I said, Mauritania is slavery was abolished last in 1981. It was the very last in the entire world, and even later, it was finally criminalized in 2007. After the criminalization of slavery in Mauritania, only one slave owner has been prosecuted. When you look at that, only one out of so many have been prosecuted. The population is 4%, some say higher, which equals 140,000 to 160,000 slaves, putting Mauritania in the top 10 of the highest per capita in the world for slavery. FreeTheSlaves.net says often people do not know their rights and accept forced labor. Many are unaware of risks, and they believe the promises made by trafficking other jobs far from home. In many communities, people lack adequate income, education, healthcare, and housing, as well as effective local organizations that can advocate for social benefits and legal protection. So many times, people simply stay in slavery because they don't really know. They don't know what else they have out there. They don't know how to get out. In the world, globally, we have over 27 million. Some other estimates say even up to 28 million people in slavery. 78% is for labor, 22% for sex, 55% is women and girls, often under the age of 18. Estimates say over 60,000 alone are in the United States are slaves. Looking at that top right corner picture, you can see the reported sex trafficking, human trafficking in the United States from 2007 to 2012. And you can see in the bottom left um, the trafficking in humans worldwide. What can we do, though? Education is actually the key to freeing the slaves, not just those that are in bondage, but those that are free as well, people like us. In the National Geographic article, they state that simple awareness is a huge key in fighting this. What we can do as public, as free people, simply be informed. Actually, just know what's out there. Know what's happening in the world. Know that there is slavery still in many countries. That in our own, we have sex trafficking, human trafficking. Donate to any anti-slavery foundation. There's a plethora of them out there. FreeTheSlaves.net is one that's very well known. Just know what you can do. It's very simple. What happens to slaves? What can they do? We need to, those that are in a place to help, they need to teach them their rights. Slavery is illegal everywhere. Teach other ways to provide for themselves. When we do that, they will know how to leave. They will be less afraid to leave. And then the government needs to help as well. Incorporate better laws of rehabilitation in sex slaves. There's a story of a woman named Tina was a victim of sex trafficking at the age of 9 till 24. She tells her story of being trafficked and eventually being picked up by the police who arrested her for prostitution. She actually didn't really know how to get out either. She was being held and prosecuted for this crime. She tells us that how the law needs to stop treating people like her as criminals and more like victims because she, again, didn't know. Only 15 states provide full legal protection immunity for prosecution. and rehabilitation services that is needed to recover from a traumatic experience like hers. Again, the government would help immensely in this, and it all really starts with us. We need to be informed, and eventually it will work its way up the chain, and with our help we can do something to stop slavery in our own country and eventually the world.